Alright, so today for our activity I wanted you guys to practice setting up and working some star questions. So what I've got on your assignment is I've got a situation which is going to be your word problem. Most of these will have a graph, and then down at the bottom we've got a table and domain and range. If you can't print these out, that's fine. You may just want to write down the question. I'm not going to make you copy the graph, but definitely still make a table in domain and range. So here's what we do. The instructions say you've been provided the situation in the graph. Use the situation to create the table and mapping with at least 6 input values and output values. Remember, input is the X, output is the Y. Then answer the questions that follow. So it says Marcy has a balance of $422 in her savings account. Every month she adds an additional $50 to her savings account for 9 months. So first, what we're going to do is create a table with 6 input and 6 output values. Well, she had a balance of $422, and that was at 0 months, right? Because that's what she started with. And your table, you're just going to have your X's here, your Y's there. X's are going to go here with time, Y's are going to be the money. So that said 422. And now we've got our next value, 1, and it adds $50 each month. So 1 and 422 plus 50 is going to be 472. And then at 2 months, it's going to add 50 more to that. So that's going to be 522. At 3 months, add 50 to that, 572. And it's going to match up with these points over here. Should look really similar. At 4 months, it's going to be 622. At 5 months, it's going to be 672. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, after you list your table, what I want you to do is list out your domain and your range. Just from the table, all right? So I've got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Our range then is all my Y values. So in order, 422, 472, 522, 572, 622, and 672. So that was all the information that we had, and then it says answer the question that follows. If you go all the way to the bottom, there's a question. It says, is this scenario a function? How do you know? So we can either test this with a relation test or the vertical line test. For this one, I'm just going to test the relation. We know a function, none of the x values repeat, so let's look. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Those all look different. I could also verify it with the vertical line test. If I did a vertical line anywhere on here, I'm only going to hit at 1 point. So, is this a function? Yes. How do we know? X values don't repeat. How else do we know? So if you want to add a second one, you would do the vertical line test. So it passed the vertical line test. And that's basically what you're doing. Each time, I want you to take the situation in the graph, and then you're going to make a table, domain and range. Oh wait, we left out one thing right there. Create a table and mapping. So we need to make a mapping. So for the mapping, it's going to be really easy since I've already got my domain and range. All I'm going to do is create a circle here for my x's, put in my x values. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all in order. Then I'm going to make a y right here, create a circle, make this one a little wider because my y values are a little bigger numbers. Start out with your smallest number, 422, 472, 522, 572, 622, and 672. And then we just connect for each point. On this first one, our map was really easy because all of our points were in order and they all matched up with our table. Okay? So we've got our map, we've got our table, we listed our domain and range, and we answered the question. You're going to do that on every single one of these.